Now, I have a question for you, and it's simply this. Many of the people who win in the lottery are not accustomed to handling these sums of money.
Yeah.
They don't have a financial planning system to route the money where it's going to do the most good, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's structured in such a way to parcel out money in workable amounts so that someone, well, gets the benefit of the money without the liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have a man suggesting that we bypass all of these safety precautions and
Well, you know.
even over a 20-year period, $6 million makes a substantial monthly paycheck, much more than you were making at the GM assembly plant, we have to say.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, it's my money. They told me they're going to give it to me anyway, so I figured, you know, why not right now? They're going to give me money. They're going to give other people money, and it just I just didn't understand, you know, why it would be that way. But this is great, you know. I just put it all in my bed, and it's just there, you know. I could use it.
Okay, in your book you write that as you were standing there at curbside talking to Mr. Scallo, Carol Conly, your wife, returned from the Kmart.
I mean, that's right, and that's when it was over. I mean, I used to love my wife and everything, but it just, when I heard her go on and on about that lousy, torn up kitchen chair and furniture all falling apart, and the money we had coming to us, I just couldn't put up with it anymore. I mean, I wanted to get us some new kitchen furniture, but she didn't want it. She just wanted that old junk that her mother gave her. So I said, that's it, Mr. Scallo, what we were talking about before, let's do it. And I never saw her again.
In other words,
I mean, it was fun, you know.
you mean to say that at this point you just left home?
Yeah, I went up and I packed up, and she was in the other room. I didn't see her after that. Well, she's probably happy too, you know.
Okay. What happened next?
So, what happened is, okay, the next Monday, I went down to we went down to the bank, and I was advanced some of the money, $300. And I figured, I didn't want to take it out all at once, but, you know, I could have taken more, but I said, 300? He said, yeah. So I went to Vegas. Beautiful. I was never at Vegas. I never went to Vegas before in my life. And I had $300. I went down there. I took a bus Friday night. Just went down, got on the bus, and I blew my wad. It was great.
So you went to Vegas with 300?
Man, best time of my life till then.
I see. Then what happened?
I went home, and I came home and I bought a new house. I did. I told him I have everything was all set up, the bank account and everything. I had all the money. I could take out as much as I want. So I went to the real estate place, and they told me. I told them I wanted to buy a house today, you know, because I could do it because I had the money. And so they took me to a few places. There's one I saw, an area I liked that I used to go through all the time, Brentwood, and I always had this fantasy, man. I'd love to buy one of these places, but I had it now. I could. I never thought I would actually be able to, but I went in there, and I got it.
So the same day, you bought this house in Brentwood.
Right.
How much did it cost you?
I figured, let's see, $90,000.
Well, the note I hear have here says $900,000. Was it in fact
I forgot.
900,000?
Look, okay, it was probably 900,000. I had a couple of people work with me. They figured out the financial details. I mean, it was an extra 1,000, you know.
I see.
I mean, now I know what's going on. You know, I got to check up on these guys. But yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm glad I'm here. I like this. You know, this is fun. I'm having a good time. I like to do more of this.
Okay. Your next purchase was a Learjet.
Right. Yeah. Used one.
What prompted you to buy a Learjet? You were
Like, again, I was going to use this money for everything, you know, I wanted to do, because I wasn't taking anything from anybody. They gave me the money, and like I used to I wanted to go in the Air Force when I was a little kid and try, you know, learn how to drive one of these planes. But now I didn't have to join up. I didn't have to risk getting killed, and I got in a jet, and I got in it, and I loved it. It was fantastic. It was cheaper than, you know, it wasn't new, but I got it.
okay. You hired a pilot.
Right. I know, man. It ticked me off.
Bob Hilborn. Now, you'd had the plane a week. What happened?
He got in it, and I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. He must have been on drugs or something. He just took off, and he crashed into a couple other jets, and mine was gone, and I had $400,000 worth of damage I had to pay. You know, I can't even leave the plane. He was supposed to be a pilot.
Now, there's another little twist on this particular story in that the plane was not insured.
That's another thing. Yeah. More money, lawyers. Ugh.
How was it that you buy $1 million jet airplane and failed to have it insured?
Okay, look, I wasn't gonna. I mean, it's not as if I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna try to get away with it. I mean, how can you go around with a jet not being insured and get away with it? I mean, I was gonna do it. I just forgot about it. You know,